All right, welcome back to Dr. T's Gee-Rhage, otherwise known as Dr. T's House of Pain today, because doing what every car guy hates the most, the thing that no car guy ever looks forward to, working on my daily. So I finally had to do it. I messed around, sanded the shoebox, messed around, got half the go-kart kind of put together, or mini rat rod. So finally I was like, it's the last day of Memorial Day weekend. I should probably do the turbo on this that I said I was going to do. So as you can see, we did get the turbo out. As you can see, to get the turbo out, you got to take out the cat. As you can see, we had a casualty. So I've watched probably like 3 or 4 videos. All of them say that you can get this thing out. It's kind of wedged between the turbo and a bunch of other gobbledygook. The only I've tried, as you can see, and it's 17 mil, which doesn't help. Only thing that kind of even came close to working was the combination wrench. However, working it out, this gets stuck. So you have to work it back in and then try and do it the open end. And if anyone's ever done an open end, you know how much it sucks. So plus you have to kind of get in like a weird angle, and then once you angle that thing perfectly where you can only kind of get the tippy tips of the damn thing on, and even then you can only go about and then stop, and then you gotta flip it, do all this crap, and then do a little and then as you can see, I decided screw it. The pack I bought, pretty sure comes with one of these. If not, I'm gonna have to buy one. Ended up cutting it off to get the turbo out. That was the only thing holding the damn turbo in, was that. Everything else came out like butter. Had a little casualty here with the catalytic converter. The first stud I turned broke. So then, of course, the rest of them came out perfect. Because it's either always the first two come out perfect, then you're like, oh, good, I don't have to fuck around with the turbo. And then the last one will break, and then you have to or not turbo. Then you have to, sorry, I shouldn't swear, YouTube. Then you have to mess around with the catalytic converter. But so the first one broke, then the rest of them I didn't care. They broke, and of course they didn't break. So I'm thinking hammer this one out and just try to put another one in. Because they got, turbos online. If I want one that kind of looks like this one, it's going to run me $120, I think, on Amazon. If I want one that doesn't have these bolts and you put them in yourself, it's only 40 or 50 bucks. But with my luck, I'll have to end up doing this again one day, and then the bolts you put in yourself will probably break. I don't know. It's like a catch-22, I think. Either way, it's not going to be pretty. So the reason this bolt's so hard to get in is there's the air compressor bracket that doesn't allow you to come in. You can't come in straight with one of these doodads, because you go like this, and then you're only grabbing like 2 corners of it, and it slips off, and it's a nightmare. So this is also why Dr. T does not work on customers' cars anymore, because I tend to re-engineer things. So as you can see, this air compressor, where'd it go? Air compressor bracket, yeah, this one here, that where that bolt goes into, it's in the way right there. So I was like, if I could do a little notch in here, I could actually fit the 17 mil in there. So I kept notching it out until I could get, even now, the 17 mil, it gets over all of it except for one corner, but it was enough to get the bolt the rest of the way out. But this is why they don't let me work in dealerships or customer cars or any reputable automotive work, because at the end of the day, I'm total shade tree hack. But I'm gonna get this thing back together tomorrow, because of course there was parts I got broke. Let's see, So told you about the cat bolt, that's no big deal. Told you about this one I had to cut, no big deal. I think there's a set I ordered online for 30 bucks. It's got this little doohickey everyone says to replace. It's got this one I had to sacrifice. It had some other ones, I don't know. But the one it didn't come with was the first thing I broke, which was this one here. Some type of air thingamabobber. This side, well, first, couldn't get this side off. You know, it's got the weird little locky doodad thing. So I was trying to get it off, and I'm like, screw it. I'm probably just going to have to buy an, you know, well, I didn't want to have to buy another one. So at first I was like, all right. And then this thing broke, and I'm like, or no, this part broke first. It cracked. And I was like, oh, well. And then I broke this part so I could get it off. But then this part I didn't want to break, because with my luck, this goes into the intake manifold, which is all plastic. So if my luck, I would have broke off the little intake manifold nipple. So this one I got smart, and I'm like, oh, what's this thing? And pulled that out, and it came out instead of just being a barbarian caveman and yanking the damn thing out. But so that's pretty much been the bane of my existence today. Once I get the turbo on this, I'm just gonna drive it in the ground, and then never buy a new car again. And also, maybe it's a daily thing. Like, maybe when the shoebox becomes my daily, am I gonna hate working on it? I don't know. Because the shoebox doesn't have all this. Look at all this. Look at. Does it need all this stuff? Does it need all this stuff? Come on. Does it need it? Shoebox doesn't have all this gizmo stuff in here, and it's way easier to work on. So I think even when the shoebox becomes my daily, I'll like working on it. I'd rather even have the mini rat rod go-kart be my daily, but I ain't taking that on the freeway. That was the only reason I bothered fixing the turbo on this is, you know, it's hard to get up to a good speed on the freeway, and you know me, I speed on the freeway. So, allegedly. So, you know, you can do speed limit like 70 without the turbo working, no problem. But if you ever want to pass anyone, almost impossible. So I was like, well, I got to fix the turbo. Even though yesterday I got up on the freeway, I could get up to 80. And it seemed like that's where it topped off. And for a little tiny car, a little 1.4 liter, this thing, you know, it could get up to 90 pretty good, you know. So, but without the turbo, no way in hell. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm bothered doing the turbo. Otherwise, I would just drive it as is. But it kills me not being able to drive like an a-hole on the freeway. Like, it kills me not being able to pass up fools. So gotta get it going. Oh, also, you can see from when I did the valve cover gasket, so I wrote down my little bolt pattern on here. That's probably a good tip. I write the bolt pattern on here for when I torque it down. Every time I get under the car, I forget what the oil plug is, so I wrote that down. Also, when I was under there, there's two types of engines for this. One's a G-UV or QUV. When I was under there, I saw a little tag, so I'm going to write down that, because that was another thing when I try to look up things for this. You have to know there's two different engine codes or something for it. So, but yeah, that's it for today. Nothing fun. It didn't really take that long. It kind of took a lot of breaks and everything, you know. Stopped, had lunch, you know. So all in all was, you know, other than a couple of things here and there, you know, and a couple of things I'm like, well, how the hell do you get to this bolt? And I had to, you know, check out on some videos and be like, oh, okay, that's how you get to it. And then, you know, but this one, it was all lies. There's no way to get to this thing. I don't know how anyone ever gets to this thing. So, also, oh, you probably can't see it because it's down there. I saw there was like some hit marks where it looks like somebody was down there messing with something last time it got worked on. It wasn't me, because I wasn't down there. So it must have been years ago. But yeah, it's some marks to where I don't know, they were trying to grind something down or what. So interesting stuff you always find. But that's it for today. Sorry, nothing fun. But don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know if you have if you have a technique, because I watched the videos and they're like, oh yeah, you just be patient, which is not my strong suit. You know, they got in there if like it had an extension on it, and they got in, couldn't even see where the thing was, and they're like burp, 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 and it was done. And they're like, just be patient. And I guess if I was patient, because I was getting it with the open end, and then once I grounded down that part and got this in here, it was 2 little turns. So I guess if I was patient, I would have gotten it anyways. But, you know, getting one, no, not that one, get one of these in that set tomorrow anyways. If I was smart, I would have ordered everything so it all came in today. But, you know, that's why I'm backyard Dr. T instead of dealership Dr. T. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll probably do another video when it's all together, and you know, let you know I got it running. All right, so have a good you know, working on stuff till next time.